on Wednesday. Welcome to Anne's Wonderful Words of Wisdom on Wednesday. Who is programming your subconscious mind? Yeah, who's programming your subconscious mind? My name's Ann McNeil, and every Wednesday, no matter where in the world, is Ann McNeil. And today, I'm actually in Salt Lake City, Utah. Beautiful city. But the question today is who's programming your subconscious mind? Our wonderful words of wisdom is focusing on this principle of this subconscious mind that Napoleon Hill tells us that simply, if you consider it like a field of consciousness, and that field of consciousness is every impulse of thought, the urgings, those thoughts that you get, those emotions that you get. Consider them as being filed in a file cabinet. Nothing is ever lost in your subconscious mind. Think about that. Nothing is ever lost. Every thought you feel, every thought you think, nothing is ever lost. Nothing is ever lost. So as you think about your subconscious mind and how it actually is tapped into subliminally with or without your permission, because your subconscious works day and night. It never sleeps. And I like to use this example that normally on a holiday, whether it's Thanksgiving or Christmas, but let's use Thanksgiving. What traditionally happens at Thanksgiving? We all as a family, we go, bring a covered dish and we go and have, yes, that family meal. You know the one, the turkey, the ham, the beef, the veggies, whatever it is that you have. So just imagine you are at that Thanksgiving dinner and thinking nothing about nothing but having a good time with your family. And you sit down and you eat until you are sleepy. Well, okay, that's what happens to me. But anyway, so like most families, after a couple of hours, somebody says, hey, let's go to the movies. I like using this example because it's visual and it happens to many of us. Somebody says, let's go to the movies. And you know what happens when you go to the movies. Yes, 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 yes. You know what happened. You walk into the movies. Now you are full. Yes, full to the brim. You cannot take another bite. But all of a sudden you walk in and you smell the aroma of that popcorn. You know the popcorn with the butter and a little salt. And then you say to yourself, gotta have a, yes, 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 yes. I got to have some popcorn. Now, you're not hungry, but you have now been convinced that you need to have some popcorn. So you take out your wallet and you buy some popcorn. And somebody's with you, they want some popcorn too. Both of you just left the family dinner. And then you see the commercial. You're standing there with the popcorn, and then up pops this commercial with the large cup of your favorite drink, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, whatever it is that works for you. Diet, doesn't matter. The ice is to the brim, and then you see the water coming down the side. And you smell the popcorn, and you can taste that, yes, that Coke. You now go to your seat. The movie is getting ready to start, and now they have the seats with the cup on one side. You can put your cup, you don't have to put it on the floor. You put it right in the arm of the seat. And then you put the drink in the other arm of the seat. Now you take a couple of bites of the popcorn, you may take a sip of that drink. Movie's over, and you look to your right and you look to your left, and what do you see? This is the power of the subconscious mind. We have just been subliminally induced to buy something we did not need, did not want, sometimes with money we did not have. It doesn't matter if it's a house or a car. It does not matter if it's clothes or whatever it is. This is the power of how our minds are being programmed, and oftentimes we don't realize it. As I was preparing for this, as wonderful words of wisdom, I was reminded of something that happens to me every day, but I didn't see it like I saw it today. And it is the fact that I recite and I write the self-confidence formula. But then when I got to the section that says, I know that I have the ability to achieve the object of my definite purpose in life. And then I began to realize at step 2 It says, I realize that the dominating thoughts of my mind will eventually reproduce themselves in outward physical action and gradually transform themselves into physical reality. Therefore, I will concentrate my thoughts for 30 minutes daily upon the task of thinking of the person I intend to become, thereby creating in my mind a clear mental picture of that person. For the first time, I realized that that is the principle of the subconscious mind. It's the auto suggestion of what we write and what we recite, but also what we listen to. I'm getting a little bit excited. So my question again today for you on Anne's Wonderful Words of Wisdom is this: who is programming your subconscious mind? Who? Is it you? All right, so next time, remember to continue to think and grow richer, but also niche to be richer. Thank you for listening to Anne's Wonderful Words of Wisdom on Wednesday, and we will see you next Wednesday, same time, same place. Thank you.